Welcome. Happy Palm Sunday. All right, guys, welcome. Share this live stream. Share. Kindly share. Let your friend or your loved one who is also preparing for the F1 visa interview, share it to them. Let them join, and so we can go ahead and start today's live session. Yeah, happy Palm Sunday. Yeah, hopefully next week is gonna be Easter Sunday. The days are running so fast. Yeah. So if you have any dream, you gotta work so hard to make that dream a possibility because time waits for no man. We came to the US 3 years ago, fall 2022. And right now, we are almost 3 years. Yeah. So time is not waiting for anybody. So if you want to study in the US, go for your visa this year. You got to put in a lot of work because if you go and you are denied, you're still going to wait for 1 year. And there's no time to waste anymore. Time waits for no man. All right, guys, welcome. My name is Joshua. This is JC Consult. My team and I have been able to help a lot of students study in their dream country with good scholarships. So if this is something that interests you, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it to others, so that it might be of help to them. We are on a journey to change the narrative of reducing visa denials in Africa and other parts of the world. All right, so today I'm just gonna do it brief. I'm not feeling fine. I went to church, and it's been a while since I went to church though. A friend invited me, and I went, and it was great. So today we're just gonna talk about how eye contact, like having going to go for your interview. Why is the eye contact so important? And I think I've been talking about this severally, like why when you go for your interview, you need an eye contact. You see, the visa officers they are psychologists, and in psychology, if you ever study psychology, you realize that when it comes to having a conversation with somebody, it can even be a visa officer. Let's say you apply for a job and you are going for interview, or you are going on a date with your girlfriend or a friend, and maybe you meet a lady or a guy that you are interested in. You guys are going on a date for the first time. When you go on a date or you go for the job interview or visa interview, eye contact is an expression that shows, first of all, it shows how serious you are, and number two, it shows whatever information you are giving to the person is the truth, or you are an honest person. So eye contact is very important during your interview or visa interview. So this video is not for only F1. It cuts across J1, J2, F1, F2, B1, B2, B3. Any visa the US Embassy provides and you're going for the interview, eye contact is very important. And that is why when I come live and you join, I expect you, as part of the training I'm giving you, to put on your video, because eye contact is important. And if you are not trained in such a manner, once you get to the interview, you forget. So when somebody is trained, it becomes part and parcel of them. So when you go there, it's not that time that you are going to be thinking, oh, when I get there, I'll try as smart as possible to look into the eyeball of the visa officer. No. If you are trained in such a manner, it becomes normal to you. So it's not only for visa interview, job interview. For me, for instance, when I go to the US, yeah, the link is in the comment section. Let me post it again. Yeah, let me send the link again. The link is in the comment section. I just posted the link in the comment section. They are saying can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know if, since I know your name sounds Nigerian. I don't know if you're watching from Nigeria. I don't know if people from Nigeria can see the link in the comment section. So as I saying, when I came to the US, my academic supervisor, we were having meetings over Zoom or Google Meet because she's busy. I'm also busy. So mostly our meetings are on Google Meet. So when you're having meetings, I need to have an eye contact with her. And for me to express that whatever she's teaching me, I'll be able to grasp it and I understand. You understand? So eye contact is not only important during your visa interview, even outside the visa interview, job interview, if you go on date with your girlfriend, whatever, if you're having a meeting with academic supervisor, you're having meetings with your course mates on a topic, a research topic, eye contact is very important. I remember before I got my graduate assistantship, I spoke with my chemistry department head on why I needed funding. We had a one-on-one Google Zoom meeting. We had a Zoom meeting, and I needed to look into his eyeball for it to tell him that I am serious, I'm an honest person, I need scholarship. So you can't be speaking to him and you'll be like, please, I need funding. The person will not take you serious. But if you're able to look eyeball to eyeball with the person, it means you are in business. You are ready. You are serious. You understand? And Americans need people who are very confident. Because if you're able to stare or look into the eyeball of somebody, it shows your self-confidence. It's a proof of your self-confidence. And how do you build your self-confidence? When you join mock interview and you allow yourself to be trained. That is how you're able to build your self-confidence, and as well as build how you're going to have an eye contact with a visa officer. So that's basically it. So I'm done today. I'm done with today's topic. So Hotman Studios. Yeah, we are here to do a great job. Yeah, that's why we're here. So time is money. So if you join, we are here to change the narrative. We are here to help you get to the US. America is not for anybody. Nobody can stop you from coming to America. If you are meeting the visa requirement, if you are training yourself, if you have a good story, yeah, you can get a visa. Yeah, so after doing all that, then finally you can pray to God to help you. Yeah, but if you're not working hard and you are only dependent on prayers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. Yeah, it needs, even yesterday night around 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. here in the US, I was awake, preparing, researching to post a video for you. So me, I'm here, I'm helping you. I was awake yesterday. I was awake. This call is not coming through the right time. Yeah, so I was awake from 12 to 2 a.m. researching to create content for you. So you, the student, if you are sleeping by that time, then I'm sorry. You are sleeping by that time, I'm sorry. No. Guys, I have the link in the comment section. Join me. Today, I'm not feeling fine. I'm going to close very early. So if you're interested or you are preparing for your F1 visa interview, or you have a question, you are starting your application, you have a question, join me and ask. Even today, I had to make time. I wanted to meet you guys at 7 p.m. But I was like, I have to receive a lot of messages. Let me respond to the messages and let me share the link to those people so that they can join me at 8 p.m. Ghana time. You understand? Yeah. I don't know if those people are here, but I intentionally delayed 1 hour so that those guys can join me. And whatever question they have, they can join me to ask the question. So, guys, I'm waiting. I'm still 11 people. I have the link in the comment section. Join me, and we can wrap it up. We can take it from there. There's no time to waste. Don't wait till the last minute to join. Don't wait till the last minute because I'll be off and I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. I'm really because yesterday night I did not sleep. I was doing a lot of research to create content for you. So even me that I am not going for interview, I am not sleeping because of you. So you, if you are sleeping, that means there's a problem somewhere. There is a problem somewhere because you cannot have a dream. You cannot tell me you have a dream and you are sleeping. No. Anybody who tells me you have a dream and you are sleeping, they are lying. They are lying. It's not true. Because anybody who has a dream will be building on their dream at night. Because I was awake creating content, preparing my notes for you. So you that I'm preparing for you and you are sleeping, how do you go to the interview and get your visa approved? So you got, let me see this question. Please, JC, I got my visa appointment today, 3 months after. Bro, you need to request for emergency. You need to request for emergency. Yeah. You need to request for emergency. So emergency is not a big deal. Go to your portal, go to request emergency. They ask you why do you need emergency date. So just tell them, you introduce yourself. My name is Joshua Njubo. I've been admitted to study masters in chemistry at Southern Connecticut State University. And for fall 2025, my program start date is so and so, so and so. And Franklin from Paul, if you have questions, you can use the link to join us and ask your question. Yeah, so your program start date is this time, and you have to be on campus 2 weeks before the program start date, so that you're able to discuss your research concentration with your academic supervisor. But currently, your appointment date is what? 3 months from now. I mean, don't say 3 months from now. Be specific. Maybe it's December 1st, 2025, which will not be favorable for my program start date. It will not be favorable for you to start your program. So you are requesting, or you are writing, or you are sending them. You are writing to them if they can help you get an emergency date or an earlier appointment to help you be on campus very early. Thank you. You are done. It's very simple. Introduce yourself, tell them your name, your program, your school, your program start date, and the current date you're having. Tell them the current date will not help you. It's not favorable for you. So you are requesting if they can help you get what emergency or an earlier date. I'm not reading from anywhere. I'm not reading because it's a simple thing to do. Just type it and send it. Add your admission letter, scholarship letter. If you have paid your service fee, add it. If you have paid, add this admission letter, I-20, scholarship letter, and service fee. These are the 4 documents. You are good to go. It's very simple. It's very simple. All right, Kairos Agbo. Hello, JC. Thank you for yesterday. Given the theme for today's stream, can I join them up with that video? The environment is not appropriate. Sure, you can join with that. Yeah. We are training ourselves. So, Franklin from Paul, you have 2 questions. You can join us, or you can put in the comment section. You can put in the comment section. What else? What else? What else? What else? Kuma Mukama Abel. Hi, why is it less likely to be approved when you sat that brother or any relative in the US was sponsor? Yeah, I think so you are coming on a non-immigrant visa, and non-immigrant visas are short stay visas. It's a short stay visa. So if you are coming for a short stay and they realize that you have a relative in the US, there's a high chance that when you're done with school, you end up running to them. You understand? You end up running to them. That is why mostly, if you get a visa officer, you know somebody in the US, there's a high chance you're going to be denied, even though you have a full funding or you have a good scholarship. Yeah. Most students end up, when they're done with school, they don't come back to the country. They run away to their relatives. So that is why when you put in your DS 160 that you have a relative in the US, mostly they're gonna deny you because you don't trust that Once you are done with school, you leave the United States of America, of America, of America, of America, of America. All right, guys. Yeah. So if there's any other question, someone is asking, is Manchester University a good place to school? It's not about a good place. Every state or every city, every state is good. No school in the US is bad. It's about getting funding. You understand? Once you get funding, any other thing is not a problem. All right. So first, if my brother is in the state, I'm going to study my master's. Will it affect my eligibility? Yes, it's highly that you are going to be affected because you can't go to a state where you have a relative. I think those people that they write that they have relative. Probably if your relative is in the other state, fine, it's no problem. But the same state, it's just a plan work. You spoke with your relative, and it was like, use school to enter. When you come, stop school, come and stay with me. So the visa officers, they know all these tricks. The visa officers, they know all these tricks. So it's not advisable. It's not advisable. Even if you have relative, don't put in your DS-160. And how best can I explain my deficit payment by my cousin after I had admission with a graduate assistant a deficit of 15? How best can I explain my deficit? Yeah, so since you're going with your cousin's bank statement, let the visa officer know your cousin. Don't say my cousin. If you say your cousin, who is your cousin? The name on the bank statement is what you're supposed to say. My cousin, in the person of Mr. Francis Jesse, is my sponsor. He's my cousin. And you need to state, you need to build a clear connection or relationship with your sponsor and why your sponsor is willing to pay your tuition fee. Why? What's the connection? Or maybe my parents took care of him during his undergraduate and graduate education. So in a form of nice gestures, he's also want to repay back that same nice gesture my parents did to him to help me pay my tuition. Yeah, so you have built a connection and why he's willing to pay that. And your cousin believes in your career goals and aspirations. He paid my undergraduate or my high school. He paid my high school. At least they want a connection. Because if the person has not done that before, it's likely they will not do it. So you want to tell the visitors, oh, this person has done it before, and I got it. My cousin paid it, so he can still pay. Then you now come to what he does. Oh, he's into real estate. He's into this. He importation and exportation of goods and home appliances, goods, services, whatever. He earns an annual income of this, that. How much does he earn? How much is your deficit? And at least your deficit should be like ×5 of his annual income. So that when he pays your deficit, he will still have enough money to run his business or take care of his family. The visa officer can also ask, how many kids does he have? How many kids? Is your cousin married? Because if he's married, he needs to take care of the wife and the kids. He needs to also take responsibilities. And if he has more kids, then there's a high chance he will not pay. So the visa officer will deny you. You understand? You see how the dynamics work. Yeah, so that's how it works. All right, so I was previously denied a visa in 2022, and I'm trying to apply again. Can you advise me on how to go about addressing this on my DS-160 and join my visa interview? So in your DS-160, they're going to ask you, have you ever been denied a US visa before? Yes. Then they ask you reason. So the reason they gave you when you are denied, they'll give you a sheet. Yeah, I think I forgot the name of, if anybody can remind me, I've forgotten. Is it something 214B 214B or something like that? Yeah. So, and they'll write the reason that you were denied under section so and so of the Act, US what. Yeah. So you just write exactly the document they gave you. I'm sure you still have it. It's in your clear bag. When you're denied that paper, don't throw it away. Don't be angry and tear it and throw it. No, if you do that, when you are filling the DS-160, you will not have that paper to write the information on it on your GS-160. It's 214B of the Nationality and Immigration Act. Yes, so yeah. So put it there. And when you go for the interview, mostly if you are denied before, the first question they are going to ask you is what has changed about your application? Because you've been here before. Or the visa officer can ask, have you been here? You say yes. Then the next question will be like, what has changed? Has the school changed? Has the program changed? Has the scholarship changed? Has your sponsor changed? These are the 4 basic things the visa officers are looking for. So for me, when I went the first time, I went with Missouri, Masters in Chemistry, no funding. My dad was my sponsor for. The second time, I went to Southern Connecticut State University, tuition waiver, chemistry, the same program, for a tuition waiver. I'm not going to pay school fees. And my sponsor had changed to my uncle. So when the visa officer, they did not ask me. They did not ask me because the visa officer was a new, young, beautiful lady. And come here, like the number. You understand? Yes, I would have taken her on a date, but if I do that, she might even deny me. You understand? Yeah. So she was a nice, pretty girl. So she was new, so she not asked me. So she went on the normal questions. Why this school? How many schools do you apply and all that? But all the other visa officers, there is a likelihood that they will ask you what has changed. So when they ask the question, oh yes, my school has changed. This time I am going to Southern Connecticut State University. My tuition has changed initially. Then you compare and contrast. My school has changed. Initially, I came with Missouri University of Science and Technology, and I was going to offer masters in chemistry. This time, I am going to Southern Connecticut State University, and I'm going to study my masters in chemistry. But this time, initially, there was no funding at all. But this time, so you compare the old to the new. This time, I have been awarded the tuition waiver and in amount of $20,000, which waives my full tuition. Initially, my dad was my sponsor, but he is not in the country at this time. So because of that, my uncle, in the person of, then you mentioned uncle name, will be my sponsor for this, my second attempt. Perfect. That is how you're going to answer it. That is how you're going to answer it. All right, so Chile do Valentine. How will you help me pay for my service fee? Send me a message on WhatsApp and we'll take it from there. Let me put my number in the comment section. Hopefully, at the end of the month, I'll try and get a new number for my US number. I'll change it. I'll go and change my number. All right. So Mary Nelson, how do I prove home ties when I'm traveling with my 3-year-old daughter? I'm not legally married to her dad, and I have relatives in the US. So Mary, let me know the kind of visa you are traveling with. Let me know the kind of visa. Yeah, and to prove home ties, there are several ways to prove home ties. Number one, it can be your job. That's why the visa will determine, because if you're coming to stay in the US permanently, then you don't prove home ties, because you only prove home ties when you are coming on a non-immigrant visa or a short stay visa. So on a short stay visa, then you now want to prove to the visa officer, oh, I don't need America. What am I doing in America? I have a job. I have a son. I have a husband. I'm married. I have properties in Ghana. I own buildings. I own real estate businesses. I have my own business. I work with this company, and this is the amount of money they pay me. I have over 200 or 500,000 Ghana cedis in my account. I'm just coming to stay in the US for it's a short stay. When I'm done for 2 weeks or 1 month, I'm coming back to Ghana. I don't need your country. That is a non-immigrant because you're coming for a short stay. But if you're coming to live here with your husband or the child's father, then you don't need to prove any home tie. No. It's like you won American lottery. You're coming to stay here permanent, so you don't need any home tie. No. You understand? Because that is immigrant visa. It's a permanent stay. It's a permanent stay. All right, let's go to the next person. Echo Asim again. The school has changed and the funding as well. My tuition first was 67, but this time, same program, but from a different school, and I'm paying 25. Yeah, so at least this time, you've able to slash your deficit to 20 from 69 to 25. That means you've done a good job. you have done a good job. You have done a good job. So it's a plus for you. So as I said, just keep that story. And yeah, so this is my number. You can send me a message. This is my Ghana number. I use both my Ghana number and my US number. I use both of them. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next question. What are the last days for scholarship decisions for instance, my admitted school departmental GES will be advertised this week. How would they take? How long would they take to make decisions? Reason is to have enough. I'm not getting a question. Yeah, so I don't know why, because we are in April 3rd. Today's date is April 13th. So I don't know why your school is delaying your, because by now you should have what? You should have gotten your GES, and but in Ghana there, me, all those who have not gotten admission, you are delaying, you not get date. F1 visa. Yeah, you not get date. So talk to your school that, yeah. So if as at May you have not gotten your funding, defer to spring. Even me that client that I'm working on the application. I'm going to, after this live session, I'm going to send emails to the schools for them to what defer to for to spring, because Ghana is not even easy getting date. It's first come first serve. So if you are delaying by now, then it's going to be a problem for you. Okay. Mary Nelson, I'm an IT officer and I'm going to study Master of Science with an F1 visa. Yeah, so, but if you're coming to study, why are you bringing your daughter? Because your daughter will distract you, because studying your master's I'm sure it's master's. Come with your daughter will distract you. Katie will cry, worry you, so it's not advisable to come with your daughter. It's not advisable, but it's all good if that's the decision you want to take. All right, so guys, those joining me, unmute yourself if you are ready. Valentine, what do you do?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good evening.
good evening. What are you here for?
Okay, I'm here to be interviewed for F1 visa to have legal access to enter USA to study a 2-year Master of Arts in Theology with concentration in Pastoral Theology at St. Mary's University, Texas.
What are you going to do in the US?
I am going for my 2-year Master of Arts in Theology with concentration in Pastoral Theology at University of St. Mary's, Texas.
Why did you choose St. Mary's, Texas?
I choose St. Mary's because of its strong emphasis on pastoral theology, which align with my academic and professional interests. I'm attracted to the work of Dr. Montusel, whose research interests align with my own. I have had the opportunity to discuss my aspiration with him and he encouraged me to apply. Studying under his guidance will give me the opportunity to understand the lack of pastoral care in Nigeria.
What do you do for a
Also,
living?
among all the schools I applied, currently I work as pastoral assistant at St. Mary's Parish, Owerri. My duties include preparing students for sacramental preparations
Are you a pastor?
and also helping
Are
about
you
to
a
be
pastor? Are you a
in the
pastor?
process.
You are in the
I am in
process.
the process.
So
Yes, sir.
what do you do in the Church of God?
Okay. I help priests for preparing young adults for receiving of sacraments and also going for some pastoral assignments in the parish.
So why do you want to study your program?
I choose this program because it
Which
will give
program?
me the
Which
necessary
program? Excuse me. Which program?
master of Master of Arts in Theology.
Yes. So when I ask you, you have to mention the name of the program.
Okay.
So why did you choose Master in Theology?
I choose Master of Arts in Theology because it will give me the necessary foundation and skills to to get knowledge to cater for lack of pastoral care in some remote area in Nigeria. Also, it is essential course for future priests.
What are your plans after school?
After my studies, I am going to come back to Nigeria in order to use the knowledge I have gotten from St. Mary's to start my pastoral assignment in order to cater for the lack of pastoral care in remote area of Nigeria.
Did you get any scholarship?
Yes, I got a 50% Master of Art in Theology scholarship.
When you say 50%, you have not said anything. If you say 50%,
Okay.
oh, I've awarded a 50% merit-based scholarship of $50,000. That is how you're supposed to put your. If you say 50%, the visa officer doesn't know. So you are supposed to give vivid, detailed information to the visa officer so that the visa officer will know that you know what you're about. So if you say 50%, 50%, the visa officer doesn't know any 50%. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yes. Were you awarded
Yes,
any
sir.
form of scholarship? Let's take it once again. Were you awarded any form of scholarship?
Yes, I was awarded a 50% merit-based scholarship of Master of Art in Theology.
Merit-based scholarship of how much? The 50% is how much? How much of your cost of
Okay.
attendance? How much? Because you're saying you got 50% of your
Okay.
50% were given to you as scholarship of your cost of attendance, right? So how much is
Yes.
that? What
Yes.
is that amount?
Okay.
No, when you go to the interview, you are dealing with it's a business. That's why you pay visa fee. You are coming to school, and the American government will make money from that tuition you're going to pay. So we cannot have a business discussion, and you are telling me 50%. You have not said anything. You need to speak in numbers. 50% merit-based scholarship of $25,000. Be specific with that scholarship. The amount is very important. All right, let's take it again. How much scholarship were you awarded?
I was awarded 50% merit-based scholarship of $15,000. I got the scholarship through a competitive essay. Also, I submitted 3 recommendation letters and also my CV. I also did series of interview first with theology head of department for theology and also graduate assistant coordinator.
So what are your plans after school? What are your
After my
plans after school?
studies,
Yeah.
after my studies, I am going back to my country in order to finish my formation and be ordained as a pastor in order to use the knowledge I have gotten from St. Mary's to tackle the lack of pastoral care in a remote area of Nigeria.
What is your 5-year plan in terms of pastoral education or your pastoral work? What is your 5-year plan? Or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years after graduation?
Upon graduation, I'm coming back to Nigeria in order to use the knowledge I have gotten from St. Mary's to start youth program and also be ordained as a priest in order to use the knowledge I have gotten from St. Mary's to cater for lack of pastoral care in remote area of Nigerians.
So if you get a pastoral work in the US, will you accept the offer after you graduate?
No,
Why?
because
Why?
first I'm going to come back to Nigeria to finish my formation and in order to be ordained as a pastor.
But you come to do a pastoral work. So if you come to the US, you are done with school, and you are getting a pastoral offer. Won't you take it?
I need to finish some programs before I will be ordained after my studies.
Your programs were.
In Nigeria,
So you still want to go back to Nigeria after school?
yes, sir.
Are you married?
No, sir.
Do you have kids?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
So what is your cost of attendance?
20,000,
And your scholarship was how much?
15,000.
There's no school in America that their scholarship is exactly 20,000, and there's no scholarship that's exactly 15,000. Even your scholarship can be exactly 15,000, but your cost of attendance can never be exactly 20,000. There should be maybe 20,300 and something. I know there's do you have your
20,100
I-20?
and
Do you have your
no, they
I-20?
never. No, they have not sent it to
Do you
me.
have your
But
admission letter?
yes,
Do
they
you have
sent
your
me
admission
email.
letter? Do you have your admission
Yes,
letter? Take it and
yes,
look
yes.
in it. Take the admission letter and look into it. And know there's that. Well,
Okay.
I don't know why the interview is an official interview. I don't know why people are going, you are preparing for the interview. It's an official interview. So every information on the admission letter and the I-20, it should be at the back of your mind. The scholarship amount, you should know there's that figure. The cost of attendance, you should know there's that figure. The tuition only, you should know there's that figure. You understand? You should know the exact figures. Because it's a,
20,000, 20,378.
yeah, 378, but you take 20,000, which it is not true. So that means you are lying. So you need to have the figures because if you go to the interview, the visa officer will take your I-20. So you will not have the access to look on the I-20. No, it should be at the back of your mind or your brain. You should memorize those figures. How much scholarship did you get? What is your cost of attendance? What is your deficit? So how do you plan of paying your deficit?
Okay. My deficit will be paid by my uncle, Mr.
The
Livitoni
deficit of how
Onwubiko.
much? Your deficit of how
Five.
much? If you say deficit, you're not saying anything. Your deficit
Okay.
of how much? You understand?
Yes.
Yes. Continue. How do you plan to pay your deficit?
My deficit of 5,000 will be paid by my uncle, Mr. Livitoni Onwubiko, who is
Your
the
deficit is not 5,000, please. If your school fees is 20,700 and something, and if you deduct 15,000 scholarship, your deficit should be 5,000 and something. So, bro, please do your calculation well. Don't be saying your school fees, your cost of attendance is not exactly 20,000. There are other figures. Why do you always take that figures out? It's part of it's, those figures. It's Africa that we don't take coins and small monies. Here, America, one cent is we take it serious. So you can't take those small amounts. Oh, you are not taking it away. No, it's not. That's how it's not. You can't do it that way.
5,370.
So get a pen and the paper, do the calculations, and so that you know the deficit.
Okay,
All right.
5,370. Okay. My deficit of 5,376 will be paid by my uncle, Mr. Livitoni Okeke. He is the CEO of Iruka Online Limited. He has been the one taking care of me from my undergraduate studies when my father's warehouse was burned by fire. He has also the one that sponsored me when I traveled to Philippines.
What did you do in Philippines?
Okay, I went for my 1 year program there.
1 year program in what?
1 year program of novitiate
What is
for
novitiate?
religious.
You see,
It is a
you see, let me tell you something. You don't need to give room for visa officer to asking certain questions. When the visa officer asks
okay.
a question, you need to give vivid or I don't know what to say. You need to open up and give the exact information. Don't give small information. Then you allow the visa officer to ask you. You have just 2 to 3 minutes for the interview. So what did you go and do in Philippines? Oh, I went to Philippines to study my undergraduate in this program in this particular university. Don't say I went to study. Then the visa officer comes, which university? No. Give vivid information. Don't give small amount of information. Then you expect the visa officer. No, we don't do that. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
Have you watched my video? 16 questions visa officer mostly ask. Have you watched that video?
I'm watching it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have a pen and a jotter? Have you written the answers to the 16 questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, so put on your video. Show it to me. I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see the answers you wrote. Because I'm not really impressed about the kind of answers you're giving. All right, Domingos, are you ready? Get ready, Domingos. You're going to be the next person to be interviewed, and you're going to be the last person. Oh, he even left. So all the 17 people back there, what are you guys doing? What are you come, you watch us, you go. You watch us every day. Is that what you're going to do every day? You only have weekends for me to train you. You come, you're not joining. You're not joining. Okay. At the end of the day, you go for the interview, the results to show. I'm a man of results. You can't come and talk to me. I'm not somebody that I'm not an emotional person, no. I am somebody, I'm a results-oriented person. So you need to prove your results. Those who come, they train, they want to get a good result. That is why when they come, they join using the link for them to be trained. So if you come and you come and you watch us, you're doing yourself your own harm and not good. And I'll keep saying it. Prayers alone, the grace of God the grace of God is sufficient in knowledge. Or the grace of God, or the grace is a function of knowledge. When you get the knowledge that, oh, this visa, student visa, I'm going to be asked questions. And I can only perform well when I have trained myself well. So if you come and you watch us and you're not training yourself, you're doing your own harm and not good. You're doing yourself own harm and not good. All right. All right. So Mary Nelson, not master's, an associate degree. I have relative associate degree. That means it's a 4-year undergraduate program. And you're coming with your daughter for 4 years. Hey, madam, do you have bank statement to prove to the visa officer that you're able to pay and take care of the child? You can pay for your tuition, living expenses, and take care of the child. So are you going to put the child in school or what? You need to have answers to all these questions. You need to have, because you can't even travel with your child. You have a sponsor. That's why you're so Mary, join me. Your case is join me. Use the link to join me. And let me ask you certain questions, because you're not even F1. You cannot go with your child. How can you study? How can you study? And it's not a visa that you can go with your child. You understand? You have a sponsor. It's not about your sponsor. Let us know your cost of attendance. If you got scholarship, let us know. Because you are going with your child and somebody is sponsoring you. It's a no for me. It's a no. So even you yourself, you are not able to take off yourself. Somebody is sponsoring you and you're adding another person. It's automatically no for me. Yeah, it's just a refusal for me. No. At least, I have my own business. I can take care of myself. I'm adding my child. I think that one, at least you're increasing your chances. But to tell me you want to go with your child for 4 years and somebody is sponsoring you, to me, and number two, you're not even married. You are not even married. You're not legally married to the guy. It's just a father, baby daddy. So if somebody is not legally married to you, They cannot take full responsibilities to take care of you. You understand? Yeah. The good guy, how many courses do international students take in a year? I'm finding difficulty calculating cost of attendance on the website. Check on your website. Every program, some program they can take two courses a semester. Some take 3. In my program like this, first semester at least take 3. So go to your department's website and get all the information. It's there. So once you go, my program, at least I'm supposed to take 3 courses a semester. Then you know that, so 3 courses. And when you go, my next video, my last video I'm going to do for Alabama is about tuition. So sometimes you write, if you're doing 1 credit hour each semester, there's the amount of money. So they write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you're doing 3 courses, so that means 3 credit hours for each course. It's going to be 9 credit hours. So how much are you going to pay for 9 credit hours? Yeah. So the information should be on your the program that you're going to study. Go to their department. Yeah. If it's not there, go to admissions. If it's graduate admission, go to graduate admissions. Check out tuition and fees. Yeah, you get information over there. So if nobody is coming, then I'm going to end the live. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm tired. I am so tired. I'm so tired. So if nobody is joining us, then get ready this week. I'll be posting new videos this week. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. So that anytime I post a video, you're going to be notified. Hit the notification bell. And if I'm coming live to train students, you're also going to be notified. If I'm not receiving any question, meet me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, JC Consult. I'm going to rest for now. In the next 1 hour, I'm resting for an hour. So in the next 1 hour, I'll be on TikTok to train students. On TikTok. So follow me on TikTok, JC Consult. Thank you for coming. See you next weekend. And those going for your interview this week, I wish you the best of luck. Keep on joining mock interview. Keep training yourself. Stand in front of the mirror. Keep asking. And if you need travel documents, any travel documents you need, send me a message. I posted my number. Send me a message. Any travel document. If your visa is approved, you need a neck pillow. I sell neck pillows. Contact me for your neck pillow. If you are going for your interview too, if you are moving from one region to Accra, if you're in a bus, you need a comfortable neck pillow. So when you're in a bus, you need to meditating about your good story. You need the neck pillow so that you don't hurt your neck. Send me a message. I'm putting my number in the comment section. Send me a message for your neck pillow. Yes, I'm coming to Ghana to do my business. A lot of businesses in Ghana. Yeah, hopefully next year I should be in Ghana, or maybe even this Christmas I should be in Ghana. Yeah, I'm coming to help a lot of students start up my office, start my travel business. Yeah, and maybe I'm gonna start my GRE and start classes. I want to come and start my GRE.
That's classes.
Yeah, Mary Uday, you're gonna be a last. You have 10 minutes. All right.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. How may I help you? Are you here to ask questions?
Yeah, I'm Mary Nelson. You told me to connect to log in.
Are you Mary Nelson?
Yes, I'm Mary Nelson.
But why is Mary Uday here?
Mary Uday Nelson, that's my name.
Are you Nigerian?
Yes, I'm a Nigerian.
What program are you going to study in which university?
Okay, so I'm going to Howard Community College to study a 2-year associate degree in computers and information science. I already have a diploma in information science.
You did get scholarship? Let's talk
No.
No,
I didn't get scholarship. No.
You know funding, somebody sponsoring you and you want to add your
daughter.
You think that's going to be possible? You cannot sponsor yourself. Somebody is helping you and you're adding an extra person. Do you think if you are the visa officer, are you going to approve the visa? Because somebody is sponsoring you. Somebody is sponsoring you. So why do you add an extra person or you're adding an extra weight? I'm not sure
Do
if
you,
if what I'm saying makes
I
sense.
no, I understand you, but my sponsor in this case did not. He graciously wants to do it because my child is still very young and there's nobody I can
How old
drop
is
out
your
since
child?
I'm her. She's just 3 years old.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an IT official in Mr. Biggs.
How many years have you been working?
I've been working for 5 years now.
So 5 years, you are working for 5 years. So are you telling me
Yes.
you've not saved any money to also add to sponsor yourself as well?
He's not going to be my only sponsor. I have
So
two sponsors
who else will be
actually.
your sponsor?
My elder brother.
So you yourself, you're not going to sponsor yourself in any means, anyhow.
No, I thought it wasn't
So all the
necessary.
5 years you work, you never save any money after the 5 years.
I did, but I mean, I mean, invested in Nigeria too.
You see, you are laughing. No, you see, let's be real with each other. Visa
Okay.
officers, I have no problem. You can go and try, but to me, I don't think I'll buy into such an idea because we are not
Okay.
legally binded to the person. So the person is not sole responsibility to take care of you. When you're legally married to somebody, then you cannot, oh, my husband is sponsoring me. That one is perfect. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah.
So
So
does it mean I don't have a chance because this person bears the same
I can't
surname with
judge.
me?
I can't judge, but your story to me is it's not a story that it can increase your chance of getting a visa. Per my experience,
Mm.
your story, because you don't have funding at all. You're coming to school for 4 good years, paying fees for 4 years. Even masters, a
No,
lot of
2 years
masters,
actually. Two.
even if it's two, it's not easy. Somebody is going to pay your entire tuition for 2 years. You cannot sponsor yourself. Somebody's helping you, and you're adding an extra burden. And that's the problem, where the problem is coming from. I don't know if you got one. So to
Yeah, I'm
me, I would
understanding.
advise that in order to increase your chances, you can leave your daughter to somebody. When you go in the visa office, ask you, do you have a child? Yes, I have a child. Oh, my mom is taking care of the child. So that your child will be what? Your child will be your what?
My home tie.
Home, yeah, your home time. Because you want to carry your and that you see your husband to the child's father is in America. Meanwhile, you are
No,
traveling
no,
all
no, 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 no. Her dad is in Nigeria. That's
in
it.
Nigeria.
Yes.
And is the dad sponsoring you?
No, he's not sponsoring me.
Yeah, so I think you have so at least if you drop the child, the dad and the child will be your home tie. Then I think if you do that, then at least you are coming home. But adding the child to me, no, no, no.
All right,
And
thank
how
you.
are you going to have even a sound mind? So when you America, you do know that in America rules or laws, you can't leave a child home and go to school. You know that, and the child is small, 3 years. You cannot leave
Yeah,
any.
so I made research in my school. There is a child learning center to support parents who bring their children to study. So she's going to be enrolled there while I'm in school.
Okay, no problem. You can give it a try too. At least get scholarships. At least talk to the get scholarship. At least if you have a partial scholarship and somebody is sponsoring the rest, it breaks the burden. But right now, no scholarship at all, and somebody's going to
Oh no,
sponsor you.
I do have a scholarship from an NGO. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. I'm sorry.
You go to the interview and deal with. So you see, you have a scholarship, you are not doing that. By the time the visa officer would have denied you, and yeah, when they deny you, you're not. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a. It's late. Yeah.
I have a scholarship from an NGO in Benin Republic
Have you
and
watched?
added to my
This is
sponsor.
your first time here.
Yeah, I just stumbled on this channel now.
Subscribe to the channel. I've made a video
I
on my
have
channel.
already.
I'm going. Let me show you the video. 16 questions visa officer mostly ask. I'm sharing my screen with you. Go and watch the
Okay.
video. Yes, go and watch the video. And this time I don't have a space. You go to my channel because I'm not having space right now. Because I've
Okay.
created the content. I'm going to record the video tonight. So if I change anything, it's gonna worry me. So just go to my channel, set JC Consult on YouTube, go to my videos, scroll down, you see a video. Why should I approve you this visa? Why
Okay.
should I approve? Because the visa officer is that's the moment you land in front of the counter, the first question the visa officer will ask is why should I in your head, why should I approve you? So that this is the time you want to express yourself, tell why you should be approved. That's how we talk.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So
Yes,
watch
sir.
the video. It's 16 questions. Get a pen and a jotter. Me, I'm not going for interview, but every time I have a pen and a jotter. Every time I get visions, I get prophecies, I write them. I do research, I write them. The Bible says, make the vision clear, write it. You cannot tell me your dream is to come to America and study. And the points or your story to tell the visa, you have not written it down. You are a joke.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are a joke. You're not serious. Anybody who is serious always write things down. They say the lightest or the faintest ink is sharper than the brain. Or what do they say? You got to write it because you might forget it.
Okay, sir. So let me just take one thing home. So I would have a higher chance if I have sponsor and a scholarship.
Exactly. At least get partial scholarship.
Okay, all right.
So
Thank you.
you send code emails, tell them you need scholarship.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I would likely join next week Sunday for a mock training too.
No,
because my interview is in 2 months' time.
When is your interview?
June, 4th of June.
There's more time, so talk to your school, get scholarship. It's very important. Get scholarship.
All right. Okay.
If you're not getting scholarship, take a loan. Empower loan is there. Take a loan. Or Prodigy Finance. Take a loan.
Okay.
So that at least the loan, your sponsor will be paying the loan for you. That one makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming. I'm going to be live on TikTok tonight. You can join me on TikTok. I'm going to sleep for the next 1 hour. I want to relax. In the next 1 hour, I'll be on TikTok. So you can join me on TikTok. I'm going to train students on TikTok as well.
Nice.
All right. So thank you. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And follow me for more. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I'll be live over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, same time. Join me, and all the best to all the students preparing for their interview this week. See you. Bye-bye.